Okay guys, I'm back. It's coming along pretty well. So, let's just turn it on and see how it goes. Ah, so that's the limit of his range. Yeah, so he has to be, he can only go 4, so he has to be in the center. Okay, I was afraid that might be the case, so let's deactivate that. So, see, I'm wondering if where's my Golems' bell? Pick you up. Break that. And we'll just move the torch over one. Just to make sure he stays deactivated for now. So, can we stick the fetter in the water, put the golem on it, and will he drown? So he's working, but he's not going back into the water. Okay. So if he's not returning to the water, then that's no good to us. So we'll pick him back up. So the other option is to place it, when I see, if we place it, hit the mic, see if we place it above the water, then we have to, then how do we get the signal to it? Because there's still no guarantee that he will run onto that block. So actually, I know what we can do. So I ran into a bit of an issue here where the place I was temporarily saving the audio from Audacity, the hard drive ran out of space, so I've actually lost the audio from the last, I think it was about half an hour of footage. Let's see. Yeah, about 40 minutes almost of footage that I lost the entire commentary for, so yeah, I'm just recording this little bit over the top just to sort of give a quick explanation of what I actually got done during that half hour, and I'll just cut the clips together to sort of make them fit. So we had just tried our first setup of the golem farm. It wasn't working, so I tried placing water on the sides of each farm, under each wall of the farm. So water blocks have a 4-block hydration range, so placing one on each side meant that all the blocks of the farm would get hydrated except for the center block. So by doing that and placing the golem in the middle with the agri-carnation above it, hopefully that would work. So that worked for the golem. It reached everything. The plants were hydrated, but the aggrecarnation doesn't work 2 blocks below it. It has to be either on the same level or a block above. So the next thing we tried was to move the aggrecarnation to the side, stick it on the wall, but again we hit another issue with it only having about 5 block range, so that didn't work either. So the last thing I thought we would try, well not the last thing, the next thing, was to upgrade the golem for the harvester. So I created the tallow golem and made a new water upgrade, which is supposed to increase the sight range and give it a larger working distance. So we made that one. We also made a second golem to collect the seeds, and because I was a bit worried about how to control the harvester and the 2 golems separately, we also used Project Red to make an AND gate. So the AND gate would basically mean that when both golems' barrels were full, so when we had 64 stacks of wheat and 64 stacks of seeds, the harvester would be deactivated. However, if we only had one, so if we had 64 wheat but we only had like 32 stacks of seeds, then the harvester and the seed gatherer will keep working, but the wheat gatherer will stop. So it's slightly efficient. I mean, we lose wheat or we lose seeds if only one of them is full, but at least once they're both full, the golem deactivates so the crops can grow up to full, and we'll get a bit of a boost when those barrels are empty or low, depending on how you want to do that. So yeah, that was the idea. So we put the aggrecarnation and the water back in the center, the same way they were at the start. We put the golems all on one side. However, the issue again was the water upgrade for the harvester only increases its range by 1 block, meaning instead of reaching 4 it was reaching 5, so still not enough for what we want to do. So the logical step after that is just to bite the bullet and place the golem next to the aggrecarnation. So that wouldn't have worked with the straw golem. Because of the 4 block range, the back wall opposite the golem wouldn't have been able to be harvested because of the 4 block range, but the extra block range from the water upgrade does mean it can harvest the whole thing even though it's 1 block offset from the center of the farm. So it still worked out in the end. So we've moved that to there. We had to just shift the wiring, and it turns out you can't stick red wire on the bottom of tilled earth, so it was a bit of a pain, but at least we've learnt that now. So yeah, so I've got that all wired up and we're looking at it and it's all working now, so yeah. Well, looking at the audio, I've just cut 40 minutes of footage down into about 6, so well, that's good. So yeah, sorry again guys. I was pretty annoyed when I realized I'd lost all this audio, so I fixed it up so it shouldn't happen again, at least not because of Audacity running out of temporary room, I hope. But yeah, we'll see. So alright guys, that's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next one.